Year 11 2025 students. This presentation by Danny Jaber and myself will particularly be focusing in on the vocational major. So those of you that have decided that that's going to be your pathway, you will obviously go into this tab here. It can take some time to get to this point. And once you get to this section, you'll notice that with the VM, there's a lot of core units. So there's not that much choice that you need to make. Everyone who does the VM in year 11 will do some religious education, which will lead to some VCE units, which is great. It helps towards completion of the certificate. And compulsorily needing to do work-related skills, personal development skills, and literacy. You do get a choice around what your numeracy will be. There are two options. One is foundation maths, which is kind of tailored to towards those of you who are doing, say, electrical. So it is a little bit more complex than the numeracy. So you will need to make a decision about which of those two you are going to choose. It is also a compulsory part of the vocational major to choose a VET subject. There are kind of two things to think about here. One is, are you going to do an external VET? The external VETs tend to cost more money, so you can see things like fashion, $1,500, automotive, $1,500, whereas if you're doing something that we run here at Sydenham, let's say retail cosmetics, that's much less expensive. So my advice to you about choosing the VET, if you're choosing an outside VET, an external VET, you want to make sure that you're really committed to that because it is quite an expensive option. But you do need to choose one of those. If you've already done year one of a VET here at Sydenham, then of course, let's say you've already done picture framing year one, you would choose picture framing year two because we want you to complete that next year. The final choice that you have is either a structured workplace learning unit. Now, again, most of you probably won't have that organised yet. Some of you might, but if you have a structured workplace learning set up for next year, then choose that. That means that you would go out on one day a week and go to your workplace. Our experience is that the majority of people coming into year 11 don't have that organised. So for many of you, the choice will be a VCE unit. Now, when I say VCE unit, that will be coupled with your RE. And again, you'll get another VCE unit that will help you complete your certificate.
Yeah.
I'll hand over to
So it's important to note that across year 11 and 12, you are required to achieve 16 units. Now, as you can see from the selections Jamie's made here in this example, each of these subjects is equating to 2 units. So across year 11 alone, this student has the potential of getting 12 units because at the bottom here it might say structured workplace or VC unit. They're only counting as 1 unit on the way we've made this work. But regardless of that, that means you're very, very close to getting 16 units already if everything goes to plan in year 11. And it's important to note that across year 11 and 12, you need to gain 180 hours worth of VET. So that's why that VET certificate is really important for you. And in some places, it's actually really important to be able to even just get your VC certificate come the end of year 11 and 12. So really important that once you have done that, you check the next page. And again, it can be a bit slow, just like the first one. And you'll see alongside here, we've got the units and the subject value. We chose furnishing, one of the internal VETs here at the school, which means that there's only an $80 charge on that particular VET. I'm happy with my selection, so I press submit. I then look at my receipt, and this page is really important because it gives you the account details to make payment for these subjects, and it's important that payment is made ASAP, and then you send through an email to receivables@crcs.vic.edu.au to confirm that. And once again, it's really important you do confirm that as soon as possible so that we are able to process those selections.
If you're thinking about doing the vocational pathway certificate, Danny and I are going to make another video in a moment to talk you through that process.